As the Mercedes glided through the winding roads of Surrey, Marcus gazed out at the lush green hills, a stark contrast to the turmoil he'd endured on the flight. Lily stirred slightly in her carrier, her soft coos filling the quiet car. Mr. Croft sat beside him, his presence a steady reassurance, though Marcus's mind was elsewhere, lost in the events that had unfolded and the uncertain days ahead. But what if the peace was just an illusion, hiding threats from the shadows? The car pulled up to a quaint stone cottage nestled among blooming gardens, its windows glowing warmly against the fading light. The front door swung open, and a woman with silver-streaked hair and Maya's unmistakable eyes stepped out. Tears welled in her gaze as she hurried toward Marcus, her arms outstretched. "My Lily," she whispered, her voice breaking as she gently touched the baby's cheek. "And my brave Marcus." The embrace was tight, a lifeline after the storm. Inside, the cottage was filled with the scent of lavender and freshly baked bread. Marcus introduced Mr. Croft, who offered a respectful nod before excusing himself to coordinate with the driver. Over a cup of tea, Maya's mother, Eleanor, listened intently as Marcus recounted the flight, her hands trembling with a mix of anger and sorrow. "I wish I'd been there to stand by you," she said, her voice firm despite the tears. "But I'm proud of you for protecting her." Hold on, could a single package unravel new mysteries and spark a global storm? The next morning, a package arrived at the cottage. Inside was a letter from David, Marcus's brother and the CEO of Stratos Airlines, along with a small velvet box. The letter read, "Marcus, the Lily Initiative is just the beginning. We're implementing new protocols, and I've ensured Susan and Maria face the full consequences. This is for Lily, a piece of her mother's legacy." Inside the box was a delicate silver locket, engraved with Lily's name and a tiny photo of Maya smiling, her dimple mirroring her daughter's. Days turned into weeks, and Marcus settled into a routine with Eleanor. He began to heal, finding solace in Lily's laughter and the quiet beauty of Surrey. But the peace was interrupted one afternoon when a news alert pinged on his phone. A headline from Dark Stories read, "Stratos Airlines Scandal Sparks Global Debate on Airline Discrimination." The story detailed how Marcus's ordeal had ignited a worldwide conversation, with passengers sharing their own experiences of bias in the skies. Social media buzzed with hashtag Justice for Lily, and Stratos faced mounting pressure to expand the Lily Initiative globally. David called that evening, his voice a mix of pride and urgency. "Marcus, this has gone further than I expected. The board wants you to speak at the next shareholder meeting. Your story could drive real change. But there's more. We've received threats, someone's targeting the airline, claiming revenge for Susan's termination." Marcus felt a chill. The fight he hadn't sought was far from over. As he held Lily that night, staring at the locket, Marcus knew he had to step up. Not just for her, but for every parent who'd ever felt powerless. The journey had brought him to this moment, a chance to turn pain into purpose. And with Eleanor's support and David's resolve, he was ready to face whatever came next. If this story of justice and resilience resonated with you, please hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe to Dark Stories and turn on notifications for more powerful stories that matter.